I bet you didn't know how eerie urban legends can be. They're the stories whispered late at night, passed down through generations, and used to give us a good scare. These tales capture our deepest fears, weaving supernatural encounters with real-world locations and relatable characters. But what makes these urban legends so eerie? Today we'll dive into 5 of the most unsettling urban legends from around the world. Am I the only one that didn't know about the black-eyed children? Our first story begins in the United States, where one of the creepiest legends involves children with pitch-black eyes. Known simply as the black-eyed children, these entities are said to appear at night, knocking on the doors of unsuspecting homes or approaching people in parking lots. The legend first gained attention in the late 1990s, when journalist Brian Bethel recounted a chilling encounter. He described 2 children who approached him late one night, asking for a ride. But something was off. Their voices were emotionless, and when he looked closer, their eyes were nothing but dark, soulless voids. Some believe the black-eyed children are harbingers of doom, warning of disaster. Others think they're paranormal beings trying to infiltrate our world. If they come to your door, whatever you do, don't let them in. Are you brave enough to face the unknown in the Alaskan wilderness? From the frozen wilderness of Alaska comes the tale of the Kushtaka, a shape-shifting creature that belongs to the lore of the Tlingit people. Known as the land otter man, this creature can change form, appearing as a human or an otter. According to legend, the Kushtaka lures people, particularly those lost or in distress, into the wilderness. It mimics the cries of family members or friends, drawing its victims deeper into isolation. Once it has them alone, it either devours them or transforms them into another Kushtaka, dooming them to a fate of loneliness and despair. The eeriest part? The Kushtaka legends say they target those who are feeling hopeless, feeding off despair to grow stronger. Are you brave enough to face the Slit-Mouthed Woman? From Japan, we have the terrifying story of Kuchisake-Onna, or the Slit-Mouthed Woman. This urban legend is about a vengeful spirit with a mutilated face, said to appear late at night, often wearing a surgical mask. Kuchisake-Onna approaches her victims, usually children or young adults, and asks a simple question: "Am I pretty?" If the victim says yes, she removes her mask, revealing a terrifying grin, slashed from ear to ear. She then asks again, "Am I pretty now?" If the answer is no, she kills the victim on the spot. But if the answer is yes, she might spare you. But sometimes she'll carve a smile on your face to match hers. In Japan, parents once warned children about the Slit-Mouthed Woman, advising them to respond with a confusing answer or throw money to distract her and run. Everybody is looking for the truth behind La Llorona. Now let's cross over to Mexico, where the tale of La Llorona, or the Weeping Woman, has haunted families for centuries. According to legend, La Llorona was once a beautiful woman who fell into despair after being betrayed by her lover. In a moment of rage and heartbreak, she drowned her own children in a river, then immediately regretted her actions. Since then, her ghost is said to roam rivers and lakes, eternally grieving and searching for her lost children. Her ghostly cries of "Ay, mis hijos," "Oh, my children," can be heard at night, and those who encounter her say she sometimes mistakes them for her children and drags them to a watery grave. La Llorona has become more than just a story in Mexico. Many swear they've seen her or heard her cries, warning their children never to stray too close to the water's edge. I bet you didn't know about the manananggal in the Philippines. Our final legend takes us to the Philippines, where one of the most unsettling creatures is known as the manananggal. This aswang, or vampire-like creature, preys upon unsuspecting people at night, particularly pregnant women and newlyweds. The manananggal appears as a beautiful woman during the day, but at night, she separates her upper body from her legs, sprouting bat-like wings and flying off to find her next victim. She feeds on blood, using a long, hollow tongue to siphon it directly from her victims, often targeting those asleep in their beds. The people of the Philippines use garlic, salt, and prayers to protect themselves, believing that only sunlight or reuniting the manananggal with her lower half will end her terror. What's something people don't know about urban legends? These stories might be just legends, but they remind us of something real, the universal fears that connect us across cultures. From the black-eyed children to the slit-mouthed woman, each story plays on our fears of the unknown, isolation, and the supernatural. But whether you believe in these legends or not, remember, all stories come from somewhere. What's the scariest urban legend you've heard? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more tales from the dark side. Until next time, stay curious, and may God keep you and yours safe from harm.